Hello students, welcome to this session, and in this video we are going to take the revision of sentences and its kinds. A detailed video was already given to you in your previous videos, and in this video we are going to revise the lesson with our grammar textbook. The objectives means what we are going to learn at the end of this video. That is, number 1, you can name the 4 types of sentences and define their purpose. You can identify the types of sentences. You can use the correct end mark for each type of sentence, and you can create your own examples for each type of sentence. Let's first see the definition of the sentence. So, a group of words that makes complete sense is called a sentence. A sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop, question mark, or an exclamation mark. Sometimes a group of words makes sense but not complete sense. Such a group of words is called a phrase. For example, at an event, a lovely blue mug. We can change phrases into sentences by adding words to them. It means we can use the phrases, we can add some words to them, and we can make a sentence. Many environmentalists spoke at an event organized by TERI. So, in this way, we have used the phrase at an event and make a sentence. The second phrase with the sentence, my brother gifted me a lovely blue mug on my birthday. So, in this way, we have converted the phrases into sentences by adding some words to them. For example, Ron is playing football. This is a sentence, and the sun rises in the east. These two are the sentences. If you observe both the sentences, the first letter is capital and at the end you can see the full stop. So, these are also the easiest way to find out that these are the sentences. So, as I told you that all the group of words are not called as sentence. So, if you read the given group of words, that is, to water swim the, this no print here, so put it, but he did not. If you read these all group of words, this group of words do not make complete sense. They do not begin with a capital letter, nor do they end with a full stop. So, we cannot call them as a sentence. So, is this clear to you? Now, let's move this exercise. If you see the given sentences do not make sense, let's try to correct them. So, these are not in the proper order. Tall is the building very. So, we can make it a sentence like the building is very tall. Number 2, healthy is water, drink a coconut. These are group of words, but they are not called as a sentence because they are not giving us the complete meaning. Number 3, bright, it is sunny and today. It is bright and sunny today. And number 4, math, I learning love. I love learning math. Now let's do the activity. On our page number 4 of our grammar textbook, there is exercise number A. Rearrange these group of words to make phrases or sentences. Write P for phrases or S for sentences. So, in this activity, first of all, you have to rearrange the words properly, and after rearranging, we have to write down P for phrases and S for sentence. So, the first example, building leaves the mine in Roshni next to, and the answer, Roshni lives in the building next to mine. We are getting the complete sense. So, it is a sentence. So, we have to write S in the next blank. Number 2, help other friends each. Answer, friends help each other. This is also a sentence. And remember, while rearranging these words, you have to use the punctuation marks also. So, if it is a sentence, you are going to write the first letter capital, and at the end, you are going to give a full stop. Question number 3. Poem, week, wrote a last. Answer, wrote a poem last week. This is a phrase because we are not getting the complete meaning by this group of words. So, we are writing here a phrase. Number 4. Weather pleasant was the yesterday. And the answer, the weather was pleasant yesterday. It is a sentence. Number 5. Did call my answer not. Did not answer my call. This is a phrase. Number 6. On vacation or went. Went on a vacation. Phrase. A phrase. Wished birthday Pari me my on. Pari wished me on my birthday. This is a sentence. So in this exercise we have learned to rearrange the group of words and to identify whether it is a phrase or a sentence. So I hope now this one is clear to you. Now let's move toward the next. The second exercise. Choose the correct phrases from the box and fill in the blanks. So in this box, phrases are given and we have to use them properly in the blanks. So number 1, first of all, we will read all the phrases and then we will read the sentences with the answers. For grooming, with her parents, should drink, enter the stadium in the evenings of his childhood, the coldest Siberian village, her plants, to do a play. So these are all the phrases. And now below that 9 sentences are there which we have to write with the using the correct phrase from the box. Number 1, we. At least 2 liters of water every day. And the phrase number 3, we should drink at least 2 liters of water every day. Number 2, blank recorded a temperature of minus 62 degrees Celsius. And the answer, the coldest Siberian village recorded a temperature of minus 62 degrees Celsius. Number 3, I like to go on walks. Blank. I like to go on walks in the evenings. Number 4, my father takes our dog. Blank to an animal parlor. And the answer is for grooming. That is first phrase. My father takes our dog for grooming to an animal parlor. Number 5, you cannot blank after 6. So you cannot enter the stadium after 6. Number 6, Ayushi waters blank twice a day in summer. So Ayushi waters her plants twice a day in summer. Number 7, the children decided blank on the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. And the answer, the children decided to do a play on the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Number 8, we snuggle up to grandfather every night. He tells us stories and blank. So, of his childhood is the answer of this. Number 9, Sonalika comes back in July after a stay blank in Nainital. So, Sonalika came back in July after a stay with her parents in Nainital. So, these are the answers of this exercise number B. Let's move forward and see the kinds of sentences. Sentences are of 4 kinds. Declarative, which is also called as assertive. Sentences state or declare something. These sentences end with a full stop. For example, Pankaj Semwal was amongst the 18 children who got the National Bravery Award in 2018. Pankaj, who is 16-year-old, saved his mother from a leopard. Second sentence, interrogative sentence. That is, these sentences ask questions. They end with a question mark. For example, where were the 2016 Olympics held? Number 2, which country does Serena Williams belong to? If you observe both the sentences, these both sentences end with question mark. Third kind, imperative sentences. These sentences express a command, make a request or a suggestion. For example, finish your lunch, that is a command. Please drop me at the metro station, that is a request. You should wear your jacket as it is getting cold, that is a suggestion. And the fourth kind, that is exclamatory sentences. These sentences express strong or sudden feelings or emotions. They end with an exclamation mark. We can use what, such, water or what an or such a or such an to form exclamatory sentences. For example, Pankaj is a true inspiration for youngsters. What a pleasant surprise. Such a beautiful garden. If you observe these three sentences, these all three sentences end with the exclamatory mark which express the sudden or strong feeling. Now let's move to the exercise number C. Add correct punctuation marks at the end of these sentences and write their kinds. So both the things you have to do. You have to first of all give the full stop, question mark or exclamatory mark, and then in this blank you have to write the kind of sentence. Number 1. Nusrat fell sick after eating junk food. So which you are going to use full stop, and that is a declarative sentence. Number 2. Who are you looking for? This is interrogative sentence. You have to first use the question mark and write interrogative. Number 3. What a brilliant idea. This is exclamatory sentence. You have to use exclamatory mark and write down exclamatory sentence in the blank. Number 4. Be quiet. Full stop. Imperative. Can you play the guitar? Question mark and interrogative. Such a lovely day. Exclamatory mark means exclamatory sentence. Such a lovely day. Such a lovely day, exclamatory. Number 7. Please help me carry the books. That is imperative, so full stop. Number 8. Where have you been all day? Question mark. That is interrogative sentence. Miss Das teaches us Sanskrit. Full stop. Declarative. And number 10. Mithali is feeling better today. Full stop. Declarative sentence. So in these 10 sentences, we have used the punctuation marks, and in the blanks we have written the kinds of sentence. It means for identification of the sentence, you need to see the punctuation marks, and if you see that it is a statement or it is stating something, we can call as a statement. If it is asking something, it is an interrogative. If it is a command, request or suggestion, imperative. And if it is a sudden or strong feeling, it becomes an exclamatory sentence. So I hope now you all will be able to identify these 4 kinds of sentences and use the proper punctuation marks for this. Activity number D. Fill in the blanks to make imperative sentences. Choose words from the box. Number 1 is given. Attempt any 4 questions out of 6. Number 2. Give me some more time to submit the assignment. It is a request. So, please give me some more time to submit the assignment. Number 3. Your work quickly. And that is finish your work. Command. Number 4. Use plastic bags. They are harmful for our environment. It is, the answer should be don't use plastic bags. We know that it is harmful for our environment. Number 5. Write on both sides of sheet of paper. This is again a suggestion. So kindly write on both sides of the sheet of the paper. Number 6. The window. There is dust storm outside. Shut the window. Imperative sentence. Number 7. You make a graph to represent the sales figures. Could you make a graph to represent the sales figures? Number 8. The mail. That is, acknowledge the mail. Number 9. I have a cup of coffee, please. Can I have a cup of coffee, please? And number last. To the library, you will be able to study in peace there. Go to the library. You will be able to study in peace there. So, in this way, we have completed exercise number D, and the remaining part of the exercise we will see in the tomorrow's video. Thank you.